So, what do you guys think of the place, Backdoor Modern Vintage? And can you talk about what you're wearing? How do you feel?
I think it's huge. It's the first time I've seen it. I like a lot of their pieces. Very out of my comfort zone, but it's something different.
You're more like Nike fit lifestyle type of vibe, or what's your like style?
No, I just have a certain like look, and usually I'll just go for whatever calls my attention, and I'll wear it. So that's how usually I decide. So I'm weird. What I'll do is I'll usually like spend time on Pinterest or looking at
That's
fashion,
not weird.
And I'll get inspired, and then
That's
I'll
normal.
create looks from there.
What about you, Jonathan? If you had to like pick, like this is my style when it comes to like feeling confident in what I'm wearing, like what would that style be?
Confident. Honestly, I don't really like going out too much. I just wear normal shirt, pants, and shoes.
Nice.
I just wear casual. I would wear this, but like when I'm going somewhere out nice or something. But yeah, if you see me out, you'll see me just wearing a shirt, pants, and shirt.
Nice. And I saw that you guys work out together, right?
Yes, we do.
As mother and son.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like? Because not that that's like nobody ever does that, but like that must be like such
bonding moment
and a bonding experience as mother and son, because like you're literally challenging yourself while you're there with like your mom or your son. So what's that like?
Well, I gotta thank my mom. She's the one that introduced me into like the gym. Like she wanted me to start working out. I was going every Saturday. Well, not every Saturday. I would like just sometimes when I first started it, I would just sometimes be lazy and not go on Saturdays. And start this year, matter of fact, I actually started to take the gym more serious, and I worked out with my parents first, but now I work out with my friends, sometimes by myself. And the one thing I don't like about working with my mom is I have to like lower the weight because like
you're getting stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you, Jonathan?
I'm 17 years old.
Nice. So do you feel that working out, and you can answer this too, Yesenia, do you feel like working out has changed your life in any way?
Yeah, it's like a little therapy session. It releases my stress. Any problem I have, I just like going to the gym. Helps me just give my confidence boost higher. Though all those problems go away, and just worry about lifting.
Nice.
I guess for me, it just comes in stages because I started it for health, right? Like, let's lose the weight. Eventually, it became, I want to look a certain way aesthetically. And then after I started getting more into it, I grew the passion for the gym. It started to become my therapy when I found myself in moments, like really dark moments, and I had to turn to that to like let everything out. So. And
for you, Jonathan?
Sorry, I'd like to add another comment on that. On the body, I used to be super small. I was like small. Like in middle school, I was
Granny.
Yeah.
I was 4'11". But once COVID hit, I started to drink a lot of milk, and I started...
Choco meal.
Yeah. I was getting fatter, bigger, and the gym also helped me get bigger, stronger, and recently a lot of people have been saying, man, you got bigger, stronger, and I like that.
Does that include more girls?
Actually, not thinking about it. No, just the guys.
But I was actually thinking about you actually looking like that Chocomil character. Do you know the character? Because you could, like, if there was a real life movie about Chocomil and like the branding guy, it's like a guy that's wearing a red shirt and he kind of looks like you. But look, let me show you. Literally, that's you.
Okay. I seen that.
Look, show your mom.
Remember we?
I remember.
Yeah, we used to.
I remember him.
So, like, speaking of like lookalikes, is there anybody that you look up to when it comes to like your career, or do you consider your career in like modeling and photography and all that? Tell me how did that start?
Well, my like career for acting and modeling, my mom put me in it since I was 4. Now I'm 17. I've been in it for a good amount of time, a good long time, and I actually like it. There's times where I wanted to quit because it would interfere in like my life, and my mom just made me stay in it, and I'm still in it, and I'm good.
Did you progressively change your idea and your thoughts behind it?
Like, what do you mean?
Like in the beginning when you first started doing it, was it something that you enjoyed, or have you always enjoyed it, or has it evolved?
In the beginning, I enjoyed it. I mess around, but when it was like showtime, I would I don't know how to explain it, but I'll be professional, and I still kind of enjoy it. Yeah.
You feel like maybe burnt out a little?
I feel a bit burnt out. It just feels weird smiling and like having that same energy I used to when I was a kid, because I was a kid and I didn't really care. I mean, I didn't care what people think. Now, it doesn't really bother me now when I'm older, but just kind of feels weird and have a bit more insecurities, and yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's because now you see the world as a teenager, or do you think maybe it has to do that you might not like it that much? Or maybe you just need a little break?
I feel like I needed a little break, but I don't think I need a break. I feel like I just need to man up and just take it, and it's part of life. And
awesome. And Yesenia, why did you decide to have your son follow a career in modeling and acting? Because I know that you also have done projects like a car commercial.
I've done some.
Yeah, how did you start?
Well, it wasn't really about me. It really started for him. Modeling wasn't even something I was looking for when he was young. It just so happened that I don't want to relate it to this, but I'm going to say it anyway. His real father was very that type of person. He's a good guy, right? He's a good guy.
He left me when I was young.
Hey,
that's not it. That's not even it though. He was just very cocky, right?
Yeah,
so when Jonathan started growing up, I started
cocky or confident?
Let's confident for the lack of a better word. Let's just say it that way.
No, you can say cocky. I don't mind. I don't care.
Well, we don't talk bad about it, so confident.
Saludos.
No. But I started noticing that Jonathan, as he was little, he would start looking at himself in that way, like where he was trying to discover himself. So he would see shadows, and he was there like doing this and everything. And I was
shadows? What do you mean?
Like a shadow. Like you're standing against the wall, you see your shadow, and he would stand against the wall. And
like the shadow of his
body,
dad?
like of his own, no, the shadow of his own body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he would look at his biceps, and he would go like this, and I'm just like, we're not repeating that. So let's turn this into a positive.
Got it.
That's when I got him into modeling.
I didn't know that.
And it's true. It's true.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And that's why I even considered modeling, because you never see males as a model like here in the Valley. There's a lot of machismo, right? So a guy to be a model, it's like, oh,
they're like, ¿Quién te crees?
You're gay, or yeah, ¿Quién te crees? Or oh my God, look at him, kind of stuff like that. But when I saw that it started turning him into something positive, he liked the attention. It was positive attention. He was being professional about it, because he did have ADHD, very strong ADHD when he was younger. But when he would get to work, it was just a different kid. So
he would not be distracted. He would be focused.
Right, he was very focused. So that's why I started saying, okay, this is his thing. And eventually we started looking for agents, right? So in order for us to be able to move him up, get him into the acting, stuff like that, I was like,
you need an agent.
How do I do it?
Yeah, because some people that are from the Valley might not know how everything works.
Yeah.
So can you explain to like the average person, like how does it normally work?
There's no blueprint for it, honestly. You just have to start looking and digging and just submitting yourself to everything, trying to take every opportunity that you get, even if it's free. There was a lot of free work that he did, but he gained exposure. For me, when it was like looking for agents, I really had to just search the web endlessly, and I would go to workshops, I would go everywhere, and sometimes I would spend a lot of money doing that. But within that, I learned okay, you don't need to do this. Okay, you do need to do this. And I learned the experience on how to get agents. And for the longest time, we were trying to get him an agent since he was like 4 or 5. And people wanted him, but I could never relocate.
Right.
I could never relocate. Now that he's older, he's a little bit like, I guess, mature to do it on his own. I can kind of let him go and do it on his own. But yeah, now that he is a teenager, his interests are changing a little bit. Not that he doesn't like modeling, but I think because he's a little focused somewhere else, it has like kind of...
Yeah, because he's living through his, one of, I guess, like core memories, because you're in high school, you're like about to become a senior. Like,
I'm already a senior.
Well, yeah, you're like, you're in the thick of like that journey of being a high schooler.
Yeah.
So maybe it's because you feel like you don't want to miss out on that, or is it?
Well, yeah, honestly, I don't know where my life is gonna go. I have a lot of options that I want to do. Like my dad, he's in the oil rigs. I want to do that, but I'm thinking if I do that, I'm gonna lose a lot in my like my younghood or whatever, because it's hard work, and I see that it's hard work, but you get paid good. And I was thinking, I'd rather work hard, get paid good, get that money up, so when I'm older, I could just not worry about that, have a family, and like have the money there. But I was also thinking, then all that acting and modeling would have been wasted, and I felt bad, and that's why I'm thinking, I don't know if I should do acting and modeling or stick with oil rigs or something like that.
But why can't you do both?
You're right. Well, it's because I was just thinking, the oil rigs, you're gone for 2 weeks, and then you're back for 2 weeks.
Well, did you have 2 weeks?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen.
Because you could literally be like working hard, you know, getting your money, saving up, and then you could still be practicing art.
Yeah, and then I was also thinking of maybe going to a community college for welding.
Yeah.
All of this stuff that I'm doing, like welding and like...
The good thing is that you're young. So like you're probably thinking like, you know, I can't do, but you can do all three because you're so young. You still have your whole life ahead of you. So let's say you do welding and you don't like it after a while, or you do like it or whatever, you know, you're still 17. You still have, like I'm 30, but I still feel like, damn, I still have a long time to go. Yeah. And to you, you might be thinking like, damn, 30 is like so far away.
Yeah.
But like, to me, it just feels like I'm a little bit older. Not like my life is over. It feels like it's just starting. And to you, maybe you just need to like...
Yeah, just calm down. Yeah,
take it all in, man.
All that stuff that I'm talking about. My dad, like, he's not my real dad. He's my stepdad, but he's been my dad for my whole life, and he's like my inspiration through all my stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how does he feel about your acting and your family?
My dad, my acting, he says I don't act. He says I don't know how to act and stuff. And there's times when I'm doing my slates, and then he'd be making fun of me by like saying what I said, but like much louder and in a funny way. And yeah. Having had an opportunity to share the stage with you, like because we were in improv for a little bit. One thing that I did notice from you is that I feel like you're scared to fully commit to the character. I feel like you're holding back. I feel like you don't want to do it because you're afraid. That's the energy that I got. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But it just felt like you weren't giving it your all. Like you were holding back. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I was or not.
You should know, though. That's what your career is. You should give your 100% all the time. I mean,
recently, these commercials and these auditions that we've been doing, I've been doing it 100% because, like my mom says, like, if I really want to do this acting thing, help us out, then I have to really try, and I have, but...
So I feel like he's trying to say that I'm the one that does everything for him, like I'm forcing something on him, but I'm really not, because what I want to do is I want to encourage him, right? And I always tell him, look, if you don't want to do this anymore, that's fine. Don't do it, right? But I see that there's something good here for you because you have the experience for it. You can do it. You just need to apply yourself. That's it. If he would have applied himself since the very beginning, 100%, he would have been somewhere else.
Yeah.
100%. Like, it's what they say. You work hard, you're gonna get the results.
Yeah.
But
here, let me just try to fix the lighting. But I was gonna add to that. I think what I would recommend for you to do is to actually try to take an acting class, like an advanced acting class, to see if maybe the techniques or the way that they teach could, I don't know, maybe you'll like it or understand it better. Because I went to UTRGV and I wasn't necessarily trying to be an actor, but I had to, encompass that because I've always wanted to be, and I feel like I am a director, which that entails like talking and trying to direct the actors. And most of the time, I feel like there's a lot of people that want to act to be famous. I feel like you have to act. Of course, you want to be successful, right? Of course. But I feel like some people do it for the wrong reasons. If you get an acting class where it's a little bit more advanced, where it talks about technique and, I don't know, I think maybe you could see it'll add more tools to your repertoire, and maybe you'll see it in a different light. I don't know.
no, and he enjoys it because his agent came down and they did some intensive back behind the camera stuff, and he really liked it. So I think right now he is at that stage where he's trying to discover himself, and maybe he feels like I've put this persona for him that he needs to fulfill. Yeah. That's not the case. For me, I wanted to do so much. I wanted to be a cheerleader. I wanted to be a model. I wanted to be Miss Universe, Miss Texas, and everything. And my mom never supported me. She's a great mom. She really is. But anytime I wanted to do some type of activity in this sense, she was like, no. So when he does stuff like that, I want to encourage him to what he wants to do, right? Because I never had that. So for me to be able to say, I have your back 100% if you do this or not, then that's big for me.
Yeah. Well, that's good, I feel, because, let's look at the positives about everything you've done, because you just mentioned that it was all a waste. I feel like it taught you some valuable lessons, no? It taught you maybe like how to interact in a working environment, like be professional, like you mentioned. A lot of people, believe it or not, even my age, still don't know how to be professional in settings where you need to be professional. They, for whatever reason, they never had that experience, but you already have that. So I think you do have some things that you could take away from that experience. You don't necessarily have to see it as like something that you're holding on to, something heavy that you're carrying on, because there's lessons in everything that you do. And I think that I'm sure you learn more things, but I see that as like one of the most obvious ones. So whatever it is that you want to do in the future, if you want to continue or whatever, at least I think you'll know how to be professional about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what will happen after high school, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Modeling and acting right now are like, modeling for sure, because modeling is helping me. We're actually like getting bigger now. Like we're starting to do more commercials and stuff, and that's we're starting to, I don't know, but yeah.
Let's say you do go to the oil rigs or you do become a welder. Do you think that when you join a business or whatever business you go into, do you think maybe they'll need like to get noticed, or like need awareness that they exist, like marketing, right? Do you think they'll need marketing whatever it is that you do in the future?
Probably,
So with your experience, you could also tell them like, hey, if you guys ever want to do a promotional thing for the company, for welding or for oil rigs or whatever, I have experience. So I think that could help you regardless of whatever it is that you do, because that everyone needs marketing. I mean, the reason why I'm doing this is to market people that want to share their stories, and and grow and just be known.
The car commercial I did was because they needed somebody to be behind the camera.
Yeah.
Show them that, hey, we have real people here too. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I feel that the more time passes, the more people are going to be valued for being able to come out on camera and just like talk, because a lot of people can't even like talk to a person like well. They're like nervous or they're shy. So if you're someone who knows how to do that and has been doing it professionally, like that's going to put you like above.
It's not easy either.
No.
I was like, come on, Jonathan. I used to get mad at him all the time. Come on, Jonathan. You know you can do it. It's so easy. It's so easy. He's like, no, it's not, Mom. I was like, yes, it is. And then I started doing it. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a new appreciation for Jonathan.
Damn. Hey, have you guys ever thought of doing a project together, like an acting ensemble or something? I don't know.
Not yet.
Like a short film?
I mean, when he's been in a film, I've been an extra because they needed one. So I was like, I'll sit in, whatever.
Yeah.
But like me and him together?
Yeah, because like, for example, in the South Texas International Film Festival that was just a couple months ago, did you guys go to that?
Yeah, he was a part of a film.
Yeah, there was a lot of like projects where it was just like two people on camera.
Yeah.
So like...
He was with Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Aaron
in
Matthew.
what was the name of the... Whatever it takes.
I didn't see the movie though.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't? Oh.
I didn't get a chance to go.
You didn't have to.
Yeah,
I was in that one with him. It was just
Damn.
so happened that they needed somebody, so I was... but así como que digas like me and him together, no, that could be an idea.
Yeah.
But I think we'd murder each other.
I mean, we made a little.
Could be a murder movie.
We made a little slate before, right? Like, remember for next the one with the fat pack?
No, but that wasn't for me and you. That was for you.
Oh.
It was a
Never
monologue.
mind. A monologue. There we go.
Yeah. So how was it like? Was that like your first time that you came out on screen and you had a big audience?
No.
No, the first one was...
The first one was a Spanish short film. They didn't have any lines for me, so I was just eating, and I don't know who.
When was this?
He was like
12. I don't know.
No, younger. Maybe 7, 8.
Wow.
And it was
From 12 to 8.
No, he was 7, 8. It was a film that was for... the mom was taken away because she was an immigrant, and he was one of the sons, and the dad had to take care of the daughter and him as a single dad.
Wow.
Or no, I'm sorry. She passed away after a while. So towards the end, you see him eating, and then the dad is an immigrant as well. So they were gonna take away the dad, and he had no lines, and then he ended up getting one line that was like
crying.
Yeah.
It was at downtown in McAllen.
Yeah.
It was like this there's this alley, and there was smoke, and then I was just crying because the girl was getting taken away.
No, the husband, dad, no. Your dad.
Oh, yeah.
What was that movie called?
It was Al Final del Río.
I think it was
Al Final del Río. That's a cool name.
Al Final del Río.
Yeah, I get a lot of roles for like immigrants or like like for yeah.
And his wardrobe doesn't help. He's like does not even know like an ounce of speaking Spanish.
Okay, I know a good amount of Spanish. I just like
to understand it.
I understand.
Are you
Spanish.
a no sabo kid?
Español.
Yeah.
Because you could use that to your advantage.
No, I know a good amount of Spanish. You can
brand yourself like that.
I know a good amount of Spanish. I understand it. I just can't have a good conversation with it. My grandparents, they talk to me. Well, my grandma talked to me in Spanish sometimes. My dad's mom, my abuela, she only knew Spanish, a bit of English.
Yeah.
She would talk to us in Spanish, and
Nice.
What do I tell you all the time?
Oh, that's jodido.
That's what?
That's jodido.
That's
jodido? I would ask her for like something crazy or like tell her something dumb and then she would just say, that's jodido.
Damn.
And like before she would say it so many times before she would say it, I would say it before she says it. And,
I've never been told that to me. No, I don't think I'll.
The funny part is,
Estás jodido. I tell him all
I
the
didn't know
time.
what it wasn't like in the beginning, but then I believe it means you're crazy, right?
Yeah, like you're nuts. You're
really?
Yeah.
I saw it as something else like.
No, like you're nuts. You're crazy. You're not gonna get that.
I don't know. I've never heard that. Wow. Are you guys Mexican? Like Mexican American?
I am. Yeah. Well, yeah. Both of us.
Green card.
Both of us. He is like the most American one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was born
I
here.
used to know a lot of Spanish, but
¿Y qué pasó?
throughout the elementary year.
¿Qué?
That's what. Yeah.
Tell him in Spanish.
Okay. Let me think about this.
Because este podcast es bilingüe. Hay gente que viene y habla en inglés, y hay gente que viene y habla en español.
Like, see, I understand what you're saying, but I can't speak
So
it.
you're a no sabo kid.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I understand it.
You know what no sabo is?
Yes, I don't know. I don't know, kid.
Because that actually, believe it or not, whether you agree with that or not, there's a lot of popularity with that term, especially
No sabo.
now as new generations are coming up. And I'm just like noticing it, like that could be like a brand for acting.
Yeah, but yeah, there's so many. There's this short film that I had to speak in Spanish, and they gave me like 2 paragraphs, and I was crying to my dad. I was practicing outside because they gave me the slate on that day, and I was like crying to my dad. I can't do this. He was helping me, and I was crying. So they had to cut all the lines, and they're making me say like sí, no. And then that's it.
When was this?
This was a Mexican actor. There was actually 2 Mexican actors, very famous ones. I don't remember them because I haven't gotten any information from the back, but it was called Con Llanto y Dolor.
Con llanto y dolor.
It was a long time ago.
And it was here in Hidalgo. It was filmed in
Yeah.
Hidalgo with 2 Mexican actors, like I said, that were very famous, and they needed little kids, so he was going to be also another one. But yeah, I didn't get to go, but I did hear that he had a whole paragraph, and at the end he
Damn.
just said "policía."
Oh, there we go, policía.
Policía.
I was like, policía.
That's all he said.
Damn.
From the whole 2 paragraphs,
Yeah.
"policía."
Pues apenas English.
No, we've been lucky that he does have a lot of projects that he's been a part of, films, commercials. He's getting more opportunities now, which I'm very grateful for, because I hope that if he does continue to want to do modeling, that this is the boost that he's going to need in his
Right.
career. Because his agent, I mean, he has an agent, you
Yeah.
know, so it's not like he doesn't
Shout
have
out
anybody.
To the agent.
So shout out for sure for the agent, the Banco agency, right? She's good. And she gives us auditions when the roles fit him.
Which roles are that?
Mexican.
Roles, teenage roles, but it's teenage Mexican roles.
Teenage Mexican roles.
So,
Yeah.
like I said, he's as American as can be, but you know, his tone, his skin tone.
If I were to make a movie, if someone were to pay me a lot of money and they were to tell me, here, I want you to make this kid known as an actor, I would make a movie of you being someone that's like, that has a lot of attitude, like those rich kids from like Monterrey, like, ¿qué es eso? Like that. What do you call it? Like fresa? Like a fresa.
Yeah, kind of like a fresa.
Yeah, I would. If I were to be given the goal to make you like famous with a role, I would do it with that. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because it's like the total opposite of who you are.
Yeah.
So people would not like believe. They would be like, "What? He's acting is amazing." Like, that's not how he is in real life.
And you'll be surprised. Right now, he gets bully parts, and he fits them well because he's a freaking bully.
Oh yeah.
But when for his personal life, his models, his peer models,
Yeah.
they see his own Instagram, because we have 2. The
Yeah.
one I run, which is his professional account,
Yeah.
and then we have his personal one.
Yeah.
And I hear from his modeling teacher all the time that other models go up to the teacher and say, "Man, I didn't know Jonathan was into God so much."
Yeah.
And his teacher will be like, "Yeah, he has Jesus," you know? But no, they don't see him like that, because
Yeah.
I think he portrays like a bad kid, or I don't know what he comes off as.
I'm not bullying them, but they're the one bullying me. Like, all the girls bully me, and
That just means they like you.
I gotta defend myself. So they bully me, so I bully them back, and defending
Yeah.
my territory.
So where do you see Jonathan's career, or as a manager? Like, what's your goal?
I can tell you what I want for him, right? But at the end of the day, it's going to be whatever he wants. I would love to see him make it big. And I say that because I'm biased. I'm his mom, right? Aside from a momager.
Right,
but,
right.
You know, as his mom.
That's the first thing you got to have. You got to believe.
I do. And I do believe that he's going to get there. But it's like I tell him, I can't do it for you.
Yeah.
I can want this so much for you. But if you don't want it for yourself and if you don't put in the work.
Yeah. It's like that saying of take a horse to drink.
Yeah, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't force him to drink. You know, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't force him to drink.
And your shirt, get him.
Okay, this is not helping.
So no, I mean, I want the best for him. I want success. I want him to make it big. You know, I want him to live the life that we didn't have. I grew up I mean, I was born in Mexico, you know, so we had nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You know, our walls were cement walls. Our ceiling was a lamina, you know. So right now, he doesn't have that. He has a brick home with a good ceiling over his head, and then anytime he wants something, we try our best to give it to him. He's got good clothes, you know, stuff like that.
He's got nice shoes.
Oh yeah, these were actually my brother's brother, but he was my brother. He's like
how many brothers do you have?
I have a half brother and 2 half brothers. Okay,
I have brothers, a brother.
One is from my real dad, Eric. I used to talk to him a lot when I was younger. Well, not that much, but and then recently, like last year, I talked to him. I saw him. I found out that he used to work at the mall. And then that's him. I don't really have that much contact with him.
Yeah.
But then my brother, that I live with, I see him every day. He's a hoarder.
I don't talk about him like that.
No, I think my family is also very much a hoard family too.
No, I can't. Like, my room used to be so nice, and he has like so much collectibles. He has a lot of nice shoes that I try to wear.
He's a shoe collector, but he resells them too. So.
Like these, I got these shoes from him, and these are nice.
Did you get them for free?
No. Not even with a brother discount.
No, actually, no, you're right. There's no brother discount. $200.
Because I paid for that.
But, and then I do try to take some of his nice shoes.
So that's why you're like half brother.
Yeah. I did try to take some of his shoes, but someone stops me. Like the other day, I was trying to take, I don't know what they're called, but they're these, you know that Mexican drink?
Fanta.
Jarrito?
No, it's I don't know what it's called. But
Jarrito.
Is it that shoe?
I think so.
I don't know. It's with a J.
Jarrito.
Yeah, then it's that drink mixed up with a shoe. Yeah.
Say it.
Wait, what is it called?
Jarrito.
Jarrito.
There you go. Sponsored by Jarrito.
Okay. Well, that shoe was like, he said it was like $500, but now it's like $700. And I was trying to wear it because he doesn't wear them anymore. He like barely wears them, and I was trying to wear it to school one day, and she stopped me.
Well, I'm sure you're going to get your own shoes in the future.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Here's a shoe for you. Here's a shoe for you.
You get a shoe. You get a shoe.
But recently,
you get a shoe.
He's been actually pretty nice to me, so we're bonding. We used to have a love-hate bond.
Yeah. How old is he?
18? No, I mean 20? He's 21?
He's gonna be.
Well, he's about to turn 21.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I think you get to that age around 21 where you're like, you know what? My family's cool. Like as a brother, I have also a brother. And when he was like in his teenage years, he was all about like, no, my family, like, leave me alone. And then as he got older, he was more like, you know, that kind of like started fading away. Yeah. So maybe that's going on with your brother.
It could be. It could be. We have hope, maybe.
And what type of roles do you see yourself trying to get? Because it seems like you don't want to be stuck in that like Mexican kid. Like, what do you want to do?
I don't mind the immigrants the roles because it's pretty cool. But well, it's not cool. It's that situation. But I want to actually start getting roles like for like bodybuilding or like
like Arnold.
Yeah, like or like dancing, not dancing, but like just moving, and yeah, just
Like fighting?
fighting. Yeah, too.
Like Bruce Lee or what?
I don't know, something that just shows muscles. Something that just shows muscles.
I mean, well, yeah, that's a good. There's a lot of
Fast and
gyms.
Furious shows muscles and they're not.
Yeah, I
like,
could be Vin Diesel, just cut off my hair and then.
You could, but I'm telling you, I would make that movie about you where you're Fresita. I think that that would be a hit.
Like Gossip Girl. Have you seen Gossip Girl? With Chuck?
I saw it while somebody else was watching it.
That kind of guy.
Yeah,
he was like a bad, like he gives out that bad guy vibe.
Yeah,
But at the end, he becomes to be very soft, very elegant, very classy. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
My mother was obsessed with Gossip Girl. Like, we would leave the house, she's watching it while driving. Legally.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was not supposed to be said.
And like she's going to sleep, I hear her watching Gossip Girl. She's about to eat food.
I loved it. I did. I loved it.
She
I
was
obsessed.
She was cooking food. She has it on the thing.
I was obsessed.
Watching Gossip Girl.
What about you? Do you have like a favorite show?
I have two. The first one used to be The Flash. The first season up to like season 5, maybe season 4. It died like throughout. Like
how many seasons were there?
There's like it already finished 9 seasons.
Damn, that's a lot.
And
there was a lot of.
I felt like they were just doing too much, and
yeah,
the CGI was getting worse for some reason.
And which one was the other one?
The other one was The Rookie.
The Rookie.
It's police. It's not like real, but it's like in LA. It's this police thing where they show like their personal lives and the lives of the cops. And
nice.
I really like it.
Have you ever seen The Office?
The Office?
Yeah.
No, my tia has. I've seen little parts of it, and it's pretty funny.
That's my favorite show. I could watch that anytime. What I wanted to ask you was like, how did you find out about that improv class?
My mom. Like,
with MDA?
Yeah.
My mom finds everything.
Good question. Oh, through another model that's in acting as well. And I was looking for an acting school here because I had been taking him to San Antonio.
Yeah.
And the travel became a lot because it was almost every weekend. The reason we were going to San Antonio was because when we went with preview models to LA, one of the actual he was wanted by 6 agencies, but only one of them really showed the most interest in him. And they said, he's great, we want him, but you have to move over here. So when I said no, I said, well, can I start him somewhere closer? They're like, we're gonna refer you to a place in San Antonio so he can start working more on his acting. And then from there, I just couldn't keep up with it. So I started asking the models around here that were in acting as well. I was like, where are you guys taking him here? Yeah, they referred me to several of them, and then I found MDA.
Wow, so word of mouth.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the acting classes, from all my acting classes, I like MDA the most.
Nice. What did you like the best?
I don't know. It's just Luis. I like Maria, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Luis was like the one hard on me. Like he was like not strict, but strict, and it just helped me. I don't know. I feel like he's the one that helped me the most in that acting, and I learned a lot through him.
Nice. That's good to hear, because I went to college with him, and he was always like someone who didn't, like if you were like ask a question, he wouldn't be just like, I don't know. He would be like, I don't know, but maybe it could be this or this.
And
let's look for the answer.
Also search it up.
Too. Yeah. So he's a good. I think he's a good teacher.
I think he's great also because the one thing that I saw when he was with them was Luis kind of started really putting engraving in Jonathan like, hey, your mom can't do this for you.
Yeah.
Your mom cannot bring your scripts. She cannot do all this. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Because he was very forgetful at the beginning. And Luis would get on him, you know, kind of like a parent would.
Yeah, like I saw him as like another dad, but like
nice.
But it was in a good way, you know, and it helped him, and it really started to. He started gravitating to Luis a lot.
Yeah.
And so I really like him for that. Like I thank him because it became. I started noticing him afterwards. don't let me forget my scripts because Luis is gonna get mad, you know. But he would do it.
Luis is gonna get mad.
Yeah, he would do it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. No, that's good to hear. They're actually still going with another, what do you call it? Improv show this weekend. I might be able to go check it out. I haven't been in a while. Because I've been doing, it was around the time where I quit that I started doing solar with you.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember one of the first times we went door knocking.
That's how we were like.
Yeah, you were like, hey, aren't you the guy that goes to the improv? And I was like, yeah, you're the mom of...
No, I asked you first. I was like, then you know my son.
Yeah. Somehow we came like, oh, that's your son. It was really like, damn. Like
I saw him first and I was like, this guy looks familiar. This guy looks really
Oh, and we
familiar.
also saw each other at Let's Stay Creative.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
When we were with Audrey taking
Oh,
photos.
the pictures, yeah. I was like, is that Carlos? And, then he's like,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, what a small world.
Super.
Yeah. Are you still doing like that type of stuff? Like solar? Are you still doing that?
I'm still doing roofing. I'm still doing solar.
What's the name of your company so people can like reach out to you if they
So I
need...
work with ProTerra Solar now.
ProTerra
Solar.
Solar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're fairly new here in the valley. They've been around for a while, but here we just opened up that territory. I work with a couple of other people that I've been doing solar with for some time now, and it looks like it's heading in the right direction. Mm-hmm. The solar industry is a little slow right now, but it's seasonal.
Yeah.
It's up and down, up and down.
Right.
So
how far away do you think we are from like it becoming normal for people to like have panels on top of their house?
Well, I think we have to overcome the stigma first, because there is a lot of bad experiences out there. And even though you're the best salesperson, if there was really bad people out there just burning solar, then it's hard to overcome that. Can you overcome it? Yes, it just takes that much. It's a little bit harder to overcome it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think that you will ever do like acting again?
I would love to do it. I don't know if I feel old. I'm not gonna lie. I feel too old sometimes.
You don't look old.
I probably don't. Thank you, but I do feel old. I feel like I've missed a lot of my marks, and maybe that's the wrong thinking to have right now, to be honest, because I don't think you're ever late for anything. You can still achieve all your goals, pursue all your goals at any time and point. But I don't know. It's something I've always wanted. I think I wanted more modeling as like the pageant modeling.
Yeah.
That's always something I wanted.
If you ever want to model, I know that Yvette is always having fashion shows. She's having one tomorrow, by the way.
Really?
So, yeah. So if you ever want to like get back in and see how it feels.
I don't know. These kids might be all mad.
Well, it depends on what you're modeling.
I don't know what she's modeling. I think they're dresses. I think it's one of those dresses. Yeah, look.
Oh, one of those gowns, like the gowns.
I don't mind if she models that, but like if she models like half naked, then no.
Yeah. No, that's bad, Mom.
not gonna let my mom look like that.
Yeah.
And if you are, I'm not gonna walk around with you.
I'm not even going.
I'm gonna put a paper bag.
I don't even know who she is.
She's not my mom.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for like kids maybe that are interested in like going into like acting or modeling? Like from your experience, like is there anything that you would say to them?
For the acting part, just acting, I feel I have like different, you get to be a different person than you are in real life, because in real life I'm a crazy person.
When you say crazy,
Elaborate.
Let's elaborate. Like, I mean, my ADHD, I'm a big pain to my family, like to my mom, and I like to
have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like to make them laugh. And then for acting.
Why don't you go into comedy?
And forgotten?
Comedy, like comedy acting, specifically comedy.
Because I don't know how to make, I'm not like.
Because you just said you make your family laugh.
Yeah, but it's in the moment. I can't do it. I mean, I can't think of something funny automatically.
I think it's because you're comfortable in that environment.
Yeah.
So it comes to you like natural. But like if you're gonna do comedy, like acting, you have to get uncomfortable first.
Yeah, you gotta get.
And then once you're comfortable with like all the tools that you have, it'll come to you like that.
Yeah, you gotta get out of your comfort zone and just.
But and again, that comes with practice. The more he does it, the more naturally it's just gonna.
Because you've been with your family your whole life, so it's like you're not uncomfortable. You're comfortable.
And then for modeling, honestly.
So what was the tip for acting? Because you just said I'm crazy.
Oh, sorry. The tip is I don't know what tip to give for acting.
Just
honestly.
one tip. How do you how are you professional on set? Like, can you describe what being professional versus not professional?
Non-professional. Don't forget your script.
Okay.
I guess what he's trying to say is like if you were to see a kid for the first time and he was trying to look up to you as an actor, what would you tell him?
Like if you were to give him a class, like I'm going to teach you about acting. This is what you need to know.
Okay. All right, I'll come back to the acting. I feel like I'm much better on the modeling.
Got it.
Because Missy, that's my teacher. She's like asked me to start like a private class, and she wants me to teach new models. And what I would like, and then to the new model girls, I usually tell them when we're on a show because they're nervous and scared. I tell them, don't worry about it. They're just people, because there's a lot of people. I was like, sometimes I joke around and say, don't worry, there's just like a lot of people looking at you, judging you and stuff. But sometimes I say that.
That's the tip.
But
like break the ice.
Nervous.
Break the ice.
Yeah. But I just tell them, just pretend you're in an empty room, look straight forward, do what you gotta do, smile, and model the clothes, and you'll be good. And
hey, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
Pretend you're in an empty room.
That's what I do sometimes. When I went to LA, when I was nervous, I was like nervous.
Yeah.
And
how nervous from 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give it a good 9.5.
Okay.
I had a lot of people watching me, and then it was a big thing. So I was just smiling. I had the biggest smile. I was just excited and looking straight forward, and just got to do what I did, and then walked out.
Nice.
And for acting, I still got nothing.
It's okay. I'm sure later you'll make a video about it.
I'll probably once I go home, I'll think of something.
Modeling is his forte, that's why.
Nice. And then Yesenia, is there any tips for moms that are trying to be managers?
Just support them. Support them. Seek. Don't really wait and rely on anybody to just hand it over to you. If you really want it for him, you have to move.
Got it.
You have to move. Just search and you'll find.
There's a question I tend to ask all my guests. The Valley is known for this phrase, which is puro 956. What does that mean to y'all?
Because
you said "cuh"?
Yeah, because all I hear when I'm like at school, it's usually the guys with the Edgars. I'm not like judging them, but they like it's usually like they're in a group with Edgar cuts, and then they usually say that. And I have some friends that say that too, and they drive load trucks. I make fun of them and stuff.
That's so funny.
I honestly say that I would think the same thing, because to me 956 is like
Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican. I'm Mexican, so I have nothing against it, right? But Mexican, lowrider trucks, definitely that cut, that Edgar cut. The Naco style clothes. And I'm sorry that I'm saying this because I'm literally Mexican. I have nothing against it, but that's how people, can say that they're from the Valley. Puro 956, in other words,
And for some reason, I'm a Mexican too, but I just don't like that style.
Or you'll hear them say,
How?
No.
I'm going to use that.
You'll hear them say, like that's it. You're talking and you're like, it's weird. That's how you kind of know.
When is the best way to use, when is the best time to do that?
So instead of saying a joke, like let's say you're saying like, oh, that looks hideous on you, JK. Instead of JK, just be like, like like that looks hideous on you.
My dad's side of the family used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Damn, that's funny. Is there anything that's on your mind, on y'all's mind, your chest that I haven't asked that you guys want to just like get out of your headspace? Anything you want to share?
I got a pretty empty head, so.
So, Now that you're working out, let me ask you this. Now that you're working out, is that something that you want to like put your focus on and get better at?
Matter of fact, yeah, working out, I really love it. I really do love it. It helps me, of course, to get stronger. Just like I said, it releases stress. And when I'm in the gym, I don't like really getting disturbed. I mean, I don't mind talking to my friends and stuff, but I just don't like getting the gym cut away from me because it helps me and stuff. And
right.
Yeah.
Nice. Love that. What about you, Yesenia? You got anything on your mind you want to share?
No, I think I'm pretty much the same with him. As far as like, as a person who I am, I'm also into the gym. I'm a big gym rat. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then of course, the person who also kind of inspired me to go to the gym, my dad again.
Nice. Go dad.
Yeah, he's a good dad. I call him my real dad.
Stepdad. Yeah.
I call him my real
Your
dad.
step real dad.
What's his name? What's his name?
We call him his cousins and uncle. I don't know. His real name is Arnulfo, but they call him Chuy.
Saludos a Chuy.
Saludos.
And he's also a big gym rat, and he's pretty strong and big.
Nice.
But short.
Love that.
Yeah.
Is there any saludos y'all want to send to anybody that might be watching?
Everybody. I just want to say hi to everybody.
Todos. What about you?
This is fun. You guys need to do it.
Thank you. Any shout outs for you, Jonathan? For your sister here in the audience?
She's already
boyfriend. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
What'd you say?
No boyfriend.
No.
Bueno, thank you guys so much for coming all the way to Weslaco and getting the outfits on and doing this. I think it shows that you guys really are open-minded and here to play and talk and just create art, I feel.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you.